meeting, Tuesday, February the 8th, 2022. Please note that if you wish to be heard at the meeting, please sign the speakers list provided on the City of Laurel's website or contact the staff. The chairman reserves the right to limit the amount of time each speaker has for each agenda item. The qualifications of the members of the commission, the staff of the commission, and any consultants used are on file with the city and are hereby made a part of each and every application heard today. The guidelines and procedures adopted by the commission are also made a part of each and every application. Each application heard today is considered on its own merits and is not to be considered as establishing a precedence for any other application. Just a few reminders to make sure that you identify yourself when speaking each time and that it's imperative for the record. When done speaking, use the mute button on your computer or phone. This will eliminate background noise. If we experience a technical problem, the meeting will be suspended until the issue is resolved. If unable to resolve the issue in a timely manner, the meeting shall be postponed. Once the issue is corrected, I will call for another roll and then we will resume the meeting. After staff presents application reports, I'll ask for a motion to approve or deny the agenda. Madam Secretary, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Clocoon.
Here.
Councilmember Cole.
Present.
Ms. McSaney. Here. Ms. Lubinecki.
Here.
Ms. Frazier.
Here.
Mr. Davis. Mr. Schweitzer. You have a quorum.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Okay, next agenda item is discussion of the minutes for the regular meeting held on January the 18th of 2022. Is there any corrections or comments?
This is Ms. McSaney. I move we approve the minutes from the meeting from January 18th, 2022.
I second. This is Marlene Frazier.
Okay, I have a motion by Ms. McSaney and a second by Ms. Frazier that we approve the minutes as presented. Would you please call the roll?
Ms. McSaney.
Yes.
Ms. Frazier.
Yes.
Councilmember Cole.
Yes.
Ms. Lubinecki.
Yes.
Mr. Clocoon.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Great, thank you. Okay, moving on to the first agenda item for HDC 2022-0084 for 1105 Montgomery Street. Would the staff please present the report?
Good evening, Mr. Chair and fellow board members. This is Monte Burrows, Planner 2. The applicant is seeking approval from Historic District Commission to install front porch railings. The applicant is doing emergency repair due to a vehicle damage to the front porch. The applicant has received staff approval for repairing columns and floorboards and like kind. The proposed porch improvement, the applicant is installing new porch railings. The applicant will be replacing the railings that existed before the collision. The railings before the collision were white railings that look like white solid board going across from post to post, and you can see the attachment in the staff report. The new railings will consist of a 2x2 pickets with 4-inch space in between, and the height will be 28 inches. You can see attachment. The new railings will be painted white. Staff recommends that the HDC approve certificate 084-2022. Thank you, Mr. Chair, and the applicant is on the line for any questions. Thank you.
Thank you for your report, Monte. Any comments about this application?
This is Ms. McSaney. I move we approve HDC 2022-0084 for 1105 Montgomery Street.
This is Ms. Lubinecki. I second.
Okay. I have a motion from Ms. McSaney and a second by Ms. Lubinecki to approve HDC 2022-0084. Would you please call the roll?
Ms. McSaney,
Yes.
Ms. Lubinecki,
Yes.
Councilmember Cole,
Yes.
Ms. Frazier,
Yes.
Mr. Cocoon.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Good. Good luck with your project. Okay,
I have a
next.
question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just, first of all, I just wanted to apologize to the staff and anybody that down at City Hall where I was kind of frustrated the other day and I may have said some unkind or harsh words. May have been spoken. Just want to apologize for that, first of all. And, 'cause this situation is extremely frustrating to me, because of the fact that there's no durable or even, any kind of materials available that they're very hard to get, and some of the things are not available at all. And when you do find them, you have to wait a long time for them, as you may have come across in other applicants' problems trying to preserve the old houses. But anyway, I would like to I'd like to ask the indulgence of the commission, if they would, to give me preliminary approval for a very durable and available product for the porch flooring. It actually looks identical to the wood flooring. The wood flooring that I want, and the reason why it's not on the agenda tonight is because it's not available. It was available, now it's not available. So, and I have a list of places that I have contacted throughout Maryland, Virginia, and even central, southern Pennsylvania that I've checked for my, wood floor product, and it is not available. Nobody's making it anymore. So I would like to ask for a preliminary approval with the indulgence of the commission for the to go ahead to get this project finished, because of course the flooring is the first thing that they have to install before the railings and before before the any of the railings go up. The porch floor has to be redone. It's in a dangerous condition on the one end where the car crashed onto the porch. It's been a dangerous condition for a long time now, and I'm very frustrated, to be sure. And I'm certain everybody I talked to about this has noticed that. And like I said, I do apologize, but I have pictures of. I have the floorboards here, the sample here. I had the sample of the old flooring. It is identical in every regard, and I think it's, like I say, a very durable product, at least as strong as the old product. And the main thing is that it's available to be installed in the next couple of weeks or so, or at least I'm told by my contractor that it is. So here again, I know it's a little unusual, but if I could get preliminary approval, I know it's going to be on the next agenda for the approval of the next agenda item for next month, I suppose. But I do ask for that now so I can get my project finished.
Okay, just for the record, just in case nobody's aware, this is Mr. Chris Erdle. He's the owner of 11.
Chris Erdle, yeah, owner of 1105 Montgomery Street. I'm sorry.
No problem. So we were under the understanding that the emergency decking had already been installed. I guess that's not the case.
Not the case. No. I've been looking for this for a long time, and it's just not the number one. The southern yellow pine that was installed in this porch 50 years ago is just not manufactured anymore. They don't grow it anymore, apparently. And the wood flooring that they do have is very inferior and has oil in it. It won't take paint very well. It splits on the ends. I've used it before here for temporary patches, and I know that it's just it's not available. The thing that I want to put on here, I want to use Douglas fir. It's just not available. And I need to get this porch done. So, if that's why I'm asking for the preliminary approval tonight.
It's Douglas fir tongue and groove is what is existing on the porch.
No, nothing.
What was existing on the porch, right?
No, sir. No, Bob, I was looking for, the only thing that, the existing wood is southern yellow pine, but it's a different southern yellow pine than what's available today. It's the heartwood that they used years ago. It's the heartwood of the southern yellow pine. Today they don't manufacture that. They don't cut that from the tree anymore. So this is what I'm told by a lot of different carpenters and woodcutters and manufacturers. So, I mean, you see a lot of wood flooring products on the internet. You see a lot of white pine that they would use on walls. You see a lot of different kind of soft pines that they use on floors, but it's not this pine that I have here.
Okay, so when are you going to plan on getting the material that you want to use on the floor? You say not in.
As soon as I get preliminary approval. I don't know if you can see my picture here, but on my left hand is the new product, on my right hand is the old product. They even match, the tongue grooves even match up.
Mhm.
This is Miss McSaney.
I'm Marge.
So you're planning on putting in boards that look exactly like the old ones. Is that correct?
That's right. And the only difference is that it's Aztec. It's called Aztec porch flooring. It's called slate gray. It's been used in town before. It has a 50-year warranty, lifetime.
So it's not wood. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's capped polymer. Yeah. But it looks exactly the same. It's exactly the same thickness. Actually, it's a little bit thicker. And it has the exact same. Can you see it at all?
Right, sort of, yeah.
Anyway, this is a preliminary approval. I mean, I can come in next month, but I just want to get my project done.
Okay,
What time-
sorry, this is Ms. Libinek. So what I'm hearing you saying, Mr. Erdle or Chris, is that basically replacement in kind, which is what I think we had understood that you were asking for, is literally not possible because the kind isn't there anymore. And so this is the equivalent of the replacement in kind. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Exactly. Yeah. This is the equivalent durable product that I'm looking for, for my front porch. I mean, it has the same grain as wood. I mean, it's just amazing how identical it really is.
So I guess if you're doing replacement, that's something that we allow with the staff approval. Okay, and are we talking about whether we should? You're asking us as a group, would we consider this replacement in kind? I'm trying to get a sense of what, so that you could go back to the staff and not have to come to the monthly meeting is really
right.
Is the difference there, right?
Preliminary approval, like we used to do in the old days when I was on the commission, we used to do preliminary approvals, which means that it's an in-kind looking kind of a thing, and it's just a matter of maybe doing some more research on my part, or maybe you have some other questions for the next meeting that you might have, or if you want me to bring the product in, I certainly will do that.
No, Chris, I think you're misunderstanding. Allowing you to do the in-kind staff approval will actually expedite the approval process. If that's
right. Yes.
So we don't really do preliminary approval unless it's a big concept thing, which we would like them to do more of, in fact. So I think we're talking about this one thing. I'd actually maybe hear a little from the staff on this, maybe.
Thank you, Karen. Just to interject, for a note for record, Mr. Chris did come after the deadline. He did speak of changing it, but because everything has already been done and deadline had passed, and it was very hard for us to, change his report. Now, the thing with the in-kind, I had spoke to Mr. Chris before, and he said it would. Now, he had came back probably a day or two, and said he wanted to do a plastic material. Now, we won't be able to do a in-kind 1-for-1 because that's more of a plastic material. Now, when I spoke to him before, it's supposed to be wood on wood. So he does have to come back next month with changing from plastic wood to from the wood he has now. So a preliminary, I know you guys could use your own discretion, probably wouldn't aid him. He had to do a whole new application. So that's what he's speaking of now, is doing a new one.
Okay, so basically, if we gave him the approval to use this material, he still has to come before us with a new application, and then we'll have to vote on it.
Correct.
And then
Correct.
this is a product that is still used widely in the trade, and the porch will still be inspected, and so they'll inspect that material to make sure it's installed properly.
Correct.
Correct. Okay, so
I think the question I have is really, what do we do when an in-kind is just not available? In other words, we ask people, to do an in-kind, and that's, I mean, we run into that with a shingle sometimes too. That the in-kind, the client or the applicant is desirous of doing an in-kind, but the actual in-kind is not available. And is this a viable substitute? It's like
the thing is, it was always an in-kind up until the last minute. Now, we were under understanding, that's why we presenting tonight, that it was going to be wood on wood. Now, Mr. Chris said it's going to be a change. So the thing is, we was been okay if it would have been wood on wood in-kind, but because we didn't know until the last minute, that it made it difficult for us to change that to a new railing, because that, to us, that's not an in-kind. That's a whole different flooring board for that porch.
I think, and Monte's absolutely right on that. I think, Karen, you're saying that if it's not possible to get that material, what's the next step? And I think that would be up to the commission if they wanted to accept that as such. But yeah, Monte's exactly right on that, as far as what made it in kind compared to not, and why a new application would be needed. So I would leave that the discretion, like you said, of the commission on how you want to move forward with that.
thank you, Robert. I'm on the opinion that, we could approve it in this instant, seeing the material and understanding what the material is, that we could approve it, and we would just ask the applicant to come before us for a formal meeting next month, and with a new application, and then we would make sure that what he's talking about is what we would approve.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Are the other commissioners concurrent with that?
This is my crazy, Chris.
Yeah.
we can't hear you.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm not. This material, when you look at it, will it be run from the house to the edge of the creek?
Miss, I can't hear you, Marlene, we can't hear you.
I'm not muted.
No.
There's a lot of static, Ms. Fraser. You can't.
I do not know why. I just want to know if the ends of the board are hollow or solid.
Are the ends of the porch hollow?
Of the board.
No, they're solid,
Okay,
just like the wood.
thank
Can you
you.
They're solid. Yep.
So, Mr. Cocoon, to make this happen, would we then would we make this an addendum to the original application if we were doing this today? Is that what would happen?
I think we could do an addendum to that, and then we would just ask the applicant to do the paperwork and come see us next month if he could.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I will make a motion that we place an addendum on HDC 2022-0084 for 1115 Montgomery Street to approve the use of the plastic wood as a substitute for the originally requested fir. And I've lost my place. Have we actually approved the original HDC applicant? Yes, we did. So an addendum to that. That is allowing the use of the substitute product with the understanding that the applicant will return to the commission in March with the fully approved, fully filled out paperwork.
Thank you.
This is Ms. McSaney. I'll second that.
Okay. Madam Secretary, would you please call the roll for HDC 2022-0084 for an addendum to the original application as presented by Ms. Lubinecki and seconded by Ms. McSaney.
Ms. Lubinecki,
Yes.
Ms. McSaney,
Yes.
Councilmember Cole,
Yes.
Ms. Frazier,
Yes.
Mr. Cocoon.
Yes,
Motion carries.
great. We'll see you next month, Chris.
Thank you very much. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Bye all. Take care.
Okay, now we're moving on to HDC 2022-0085 for 23 Post Office Avenue. Would the staff please like to present the report to the commission?
Yes, good evening, Mr. Chair and fellow commission members. My name is Joshua Mitchum, ECD staff. The applicant is seeking Historic District Commission approval to replace the rear yard of the fence located at 23 Post Office Avenue. The applicant is proposing to replace the existing 5-foot tall fence in the rear yard with a new board-on-board fence of the same height. The existing fence is comprised of unpainted wood material with a pointy ear style, and the proposed fence will be comprised of unpainted wood material with a flat top design. The proposed actions requested by the applicant appear to meet the requirements as established in the City of Laurel's Unified Land Development Code, including the criteria listed in the design guidelines of the City of Laurel Historic District Commission. And staff recommends that the HDC approve certificate number 2022-0085, and the applicant, Mr. Richard Wang, is available for questions if needed. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. Any comments about this application?
I have not just a comment, and this is thanks to Mr. Wang. I know you've been coming back to us a number of times, and this looks like an improvement. I also happened to walk past the house, the other house you're working on, which is at, I think, 25 Post Office, the other house. And I just want to say the exterior of that house is looking quite nice. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lubinecki.
And I entertain a motion for this agenda item.
I'll motion to approve agenda item number 4. Is that what this is?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll
8.
second. Ms. Lubinecki, I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion from Councilman Cole and a second by Ms. Lubinecki to approve HDC 2022-0085. Would you please call a roll, Brooke?
Councilmember Cole,
Yes.
Ms. Lubinecki,
Yes,
Ms. McSaney,
Yes.
Ms. Frazier,
Yes.
Mr. Cocoon.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Great. Good luck, Mr. Wang, with your project.
Thank you, everybody, Mr. Chair and Mr. Committee members. Thank you all for your support.
Yes, sir. Thank
Have
you.
a good night. It's short meeting today. Thank you.
Okay, there were No staff approval reports. Any new business?
Mr. Chair, just real quick, we were doing some end of the year numbers from last year. I just thought it'd be interesting to bring up. So we're looking at our numbers of applications from 2020 to 2021. We completed 89 applications in 2020, and that jumped up to 114 in 2021. So 25 more applications from 2021. So busy year. And I know Brooke's feeling it. So yes, just thought I'd bring that up.
Yeah, thank you, Brooke, and all of the staff for their diligent work and many questions and comments that we present them over the time. And it looks like it's not slowing down either.
It's good that people are doing work on their houses, so that's a good thing, I think.
Yes, definitely.
Well, this is Miss McSaney. I'd like to move that we adjourn.
Have a good night, and we'll talk to everybody in the near future.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Brooke.